Greetings and salutations, exiles. So, here's another video, and this is just a perspective slash rant video. And you may not enjoy this kind of content, but I want to turn your focus and energy and kind of broaden. This is to kind of show you the amount of commitment or the amount of insight that I have developed on this Exiles, this project. Currently on the forums, I have a two team management, and it's basically it's my I'm done video, right? And it has gotten. If I go back to the discussion, it's the number one. Well, it was the number one. Where's it at? Right here. It's got 307 views and 31 comments, and you can see where usually my forum posts are always leading the threads, and 70% of the time they get locked and blocked. Locked and blocked. But you can see where people, 90% of them are in agreement with what I'm saying. They're like, "You're totally right, 100% right." And you can definitely. Some of these individuals have been posting on my forums for over a year. It's the saying. I'm like, "Here's my proof right here. Here's the proof." So I'm gonna show you something here. So this is just one form thread and I even broke it down. I was even like, hey, if this is how I would fix the game, and this is like the seventh or eighth post that I've done. Change the monetization models, fix the animals, hire somebody to fix the AI, improve defensive structures like sieging, fix the oh, this talks about the new DLC with cold weather desert DLC. That pisses me off. Um, Update the flesh out the god deities. Like I just go through and break all that stuff down. Like this is what I would fix to bring back the population. But here is if I go to here we go. If I just go to topics, and this is going to blow your mind. So um, activity, right? Activity. So, obviously these are the same post topics. Let's see if this okay. So that way it doesn't. So here are all the stuff, all the messages that I've posted on the forums. And you can see that this is crazy. Um and this is so you like discussion topics, realization, current state of the game. 25 days ago. Wish list 27 days ago. Uh, Add undead archers 28 days ago. Please add PvE conflict 18 days ago. I'm sorry, July 4th. Conan improve armor bench, need 2 items. Mods, okay, and why they suck. That was June 25th. Inventory management filters, June 21st. Conan, what is best in life? I think that was a little skit that I did. Servers having problems, June 15th. PvE conflict needs polishing, June 11th. Um, Unit functionality, June 7th. Okay, here's one they locked and blocked, right? They hit it. 1932 needs help. 1931 admin issues need help. Wish list, another wish list video. Think outside the box. This is one where community support, like this is where I'm saying, hey, this is back in May. I'm like, hey, here, we can click on this where you can see where I go into, like, why don't there are some brilliant people out there. Why don't you reach out to them and see if they want to participate? Um, Wish list tool discussion. Um, the Riddle of Steel DLC, they got it half right. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love the Conan stuff, and I'm happy that they did it. But I feel like they could have been. I would have been happy if they would have charged twice as much if they would have finished the content. Wish list Obsidian status. Obsidian is like a mess. It needs complete work. Obsidian statues 2 idea. Thrall's bugs. without shield, May 13th. So it's not all the same content. You can see these are all different topics. Some of them are on different forum threads. Torch rework to include fire damage. How many people work on this project? Some of these are rants. I'd get pissed. Conan Exiles. So you can see they hid this one. Server issue. Crom rework 2.0. But you can go through here, and these are back. Bring the meta back in the game. Server issue 1932. Spyglass wishlist. So you can see a lot of these 500 view, a lot of views, 200 views, 17 posts. Thralls teleporting into Yogg Pit, April. So you can just see, like, it just keeps going. It just found some bugs. And some of these they hide. They hide these. Devs need to check out Assassin's Creed, like an inspirational piece. Thralls keep dying after patch. Devs need to wake up. Is 100% accurate. 1.1 views. 1.1 thousand. 1,100 views. 14 replies. And this was back where I go, I posted this and I was like, this is 100% accurate right here. And everybody's pretty much in agreement. But this is just to kind of give you an idea of the level of commitment, and just a lot of these are criticism. 90% of these are Conan Exiles AI comprehensive combat testing. So I went through and I made videos. Is this it? I made videos of right here, of every game that I could think of that had some degree of AI, and I broke down what that AI did. Like, I basically Barneyed this shit down to the lowest level, and I'm like, boom, Conan Exiles versus Assassin's Creed, and I broke down all the systems: spotting, tracking, flanking, random off-site spawns, alternative attacks from NPCs, cycle attacks from range to melee, parry, dodge, counter. Like, all of this stuff takes place in this game. And then you get, Conan Exiles Kingdom Come Deliverance. Same thing exists. All of these, because this is what fleshes out your sense of AI. Conan Exiles Combat Test, line of sight, spotting, face targeting, tracking, reroute. Like, it's so Barney down. There's only a couple things that the AI actually does. Here you go. Ghost Recon's Wildlands, and all of these things exist. Patrols, behavior recording based off status of faction, all of this stuff. And here we go again, line of sight, spotting, facing target. So the target does face you. Tracking, and then rerouting, not flanking. It's so Barneyed down. And then, when were the old classic Fallout 4, line of sight, spotting. So I mean, these things exist at the core as the same as a game like Fallout. And I realize that there's server load and there's all this other stuff that takes place, but some of these other games, like these Ubisoft games, are, even though they're AAA titles, they're next level when it comes to AI. They've kind of set the extent. I mean, even if Conan had half of these, right? If they had half of these, it would still be a significantly better experience than the 4 or the 5 that they have here. If they could get that number up to 8, that would just be a huge, like, offsite spawning. There's so much that needs to and it's not like the community hasn't been vocal about it. There's so much, and let's keep going down here. And this is the reason why I'm doing this video, is because I posted some content, and I want the folks to know that there's substance behind what I'm saying, and so you have some depth and understanding of my frustration. This is to do all these posts is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to do all these posts, and it is a lot of work to do 500 videos, and not a single video have they been like, you know what, we really, you know what, you have a good point. We really like that idea, and that's not my point of doing the video. If it gets fixed, I'm happy about it. But the messed up thing is is I think one video it got fixed. Um, and it's like how much more can you Barney that shit down to where you're like, if you open the book and you read the word, it'll be good. And I mean, I know they're not dumb, but they just don't care. They're completely disconnected with the community. Conan Exiles AI comprehensive combat testing. Did anybody else get this user license agreement? Conan Exiles gates need to be reworked. AI needs update. Watch video solution. Tier 4 crafting thralls, flawless gear, bugged video. So that's why I started doing videos, is because some of this stuff was a little too complicated to put in a forum post. So 2 videos to improve gameplay, no development cost to Funcom, and a DLC idea. Conan Exiles area showcase, Conan Exiles roadmap idea. Thank you, Funcom. I was pissed. I was pissed right here. Because I think I just got wrecked and they blocked it. Let's see what this is. So I basically go through and I show um all the rating that takes place. Because of the Halloween event. They did the Halloween event and the doors were bugged, and I got cleaned out because they bugged the doors. Um, AI needs what? So, but you can see November 18, hundreds of forum community posts. I have probably gotten replies on 2 of them. Some dude's list, uh, name extensions that types, decay timer, official poll. I've even created polls to spark the discussion on what, and kind of give different scenarios. Like in this one, I go through the idea of tier 1 5 days, tier 2 10 days, tier 3 15 days, and fragment the decay timer by the resource expense that you put into it. Um, and so I went through the trouble to kind of generate the idea, set the poll up, and you can see here that these same individuals are the ones that are commenting on the new stuff. But there's not a single official like Funcom person or a community moderator like, hey, that's a great idea. Or we can't do it because it's too much of a server load. Or this is not the direction that we want to go. Complete absence and void. And so one of these videos recommend moving to the dungeon tier. Let's see, Conan Exiles involves man. We got to go back. So November 18th, October 18, September 18. I thought it went back farther than this. Oh, maybe it only keeps a year. Yeah, it only. Yeah, I guess it only keeps a year. Decay timer, because I was posting stuff all the way back in 2017. And because I called them out on the forums one time for not having any participation, and yeah, I guess let's see if there's any other um, bookmarks, drafts, replies. Let's see how far this goes back. See if it keeps 2018. Yeah, September. So I guess the forums only keep for a year and then they purge. But you can see where this is just 1 year, and absolutely, absolutely no. Let's see. Let me go to messages. This is a little bit more private, but I want to see how far this goes back. September 18. Okay. So it looks like the forums purge after a year, but this gives you a good idea of just the amount of volume. There's easily over 100 posts. I mean, arguably probably closer to 150 uh, topics that I've done here. on the threads, and these are not some of these. I After I post it, you realize that somebody else posted something similar to it, and they'll chime in on your post, and they'll be like, "Here's my link." Um, and so I'm doing this video to prove my point about community. Um, they live in a bubble, and that I think they're content with their 9 to 5 job, or their they don't care. As long as they get their paycheck, they don't care. And they don't play the game. I really feel that they don't play the game, because if they did, all of this stuff that I've posted, this is just me. This is just the ones that I've done. Would would eventually, there's so much here, would eventually filter through to a degree of being fixed. They're like, you know what? We hate his guts, but he's right. I mean, he's right. That it's broken. We need to fix it. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. This is much different than my normal content, and it's kind of really to kind of share with you the depth of my level of participation, and my trying to kind of fight back the tidal wave to make positive change in the game. And all of it has fallen on deaf ears. I even went to the extent of creating a YouTube channel because they were blocking so much of my stuff. I was like, you know what? I'll just fucking put that shit out on Reddit, or the internet, and then that way you can't block it. You can't lock my thread because it's a valid thread, you know. And I started posting content, and now I have 100 subscribers, and I realize my stuff is far different than the normal stuff. But as always, tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. Like and subscribe. As always, this stuff is meant to be kind of a podcast. It's not really something that you listen to. Watch. You kind of listen to it while you play the game or play whatever you're going to play. So, as always, thank you for watching.